Hi guys, welcome to another video. My name is Becky, this is Let's Talk About Mental Health Awareness, and today we're going to be talking about how to stay mentally healthy and well in the wake of the coronavirus. Obviously this is a scary time for a lot of people worldwide. It's happening and it's a terrifying thing, especially if you know people that have got it, or you're worried that you may catch it or your loved ones may catch it. So this video is hopefully going to be spreading a little bit of light, a little bit of hope, and maybe give people some ideas on what they can do to keep themselves well while this is all happening. So fingers crossed this will give you a bit of light. That's all I want, is just to hope that someone gets some help out of this. And if you do, please comment, because it would make my day, it'd make my year. Like literally, if I knew someone was getting some benefit out of these, it would really help me. So if you watch this and you find it helpful, leave a comment, leave a like, leave a subscribe, whatever form you want to leave. Please give some positive feedback so I can do more like this. Thank you so much, and with that said, let's crack on. Okay, so one of my things that I wanted to do in this video is to share some ideas of things that you can be doing to fill the time if you're in isolation positively. This might be things that will help you mentally, this might be things that may help you physically. Hopefully it gives a bit of a varied balance, and people of all ages have suggested these things to me as well as me putting my own ideas in. So hopefully there is something for everyone in this. So, number one, if you want to use the time you have positively, why don't you try and learn something new? Learn a new skill, gain a new hobby. You could look into something, you can get some books, you can read some books, whatever interests you. You could do it, you research online, you could do viewing videos on YouTube, anything that will interest your mind, keep your brain going, and hopefully provide you a bit of mental stimulation that will always help keep you healthy. I know with older people, and I'm not saying that this is for everyone, but I've noticed with older people, when they become mentally inactive, that's when their physical health will decline the most. So if you can keep your brain active, this should help keep you a little bit healthier. I don't know how it works, it just seems to. So yeah, it's not a fact, I'm not a doctor, I've just noticed it, so that's something. Another thing to do that I find personally really helpful is a gratitude diary. It's really hard to think of the things that are positive in a time like this, especially when there's so much fear and uncertainty in the world, especially around us in our lives right now. Maybe lockdowns in the UK, there's lockdowns across Europe and across the world, so it's getting really scary. And being grateful for things, or finding things to be grateful for, can really help lift your heart a little bit and just give you a bit of a boost. And it doesn't have to be my life is amazing and it's got all these great things. It can be I got through today. I'm safe at home. I have people that I care about. There are people that care about me. Whatever your thing is, you have a hobby, you have something you're interested in, that can be a good thing. If there's someone in your life that is helping you, that's a good thing. If there's people that you know that you want to support, that's a good thing. Because service can really help us, especially helping other people really does boost us inside. Or I know certainly it does for me, and I know most people I know, if they help someone, it's a double thing. Both sides get helped, because you have the person being helped and you have the person who's helping, A, feeling like they're doing something productive, B, feeling like they're being helpful and useful and supportive and kind. And also, it's good for them. Like, service is good. If you can be out and helping others right now and it is safe for you to do so, I would highly recommend it. I'm not saying put yourself at risk. If you know people have the virus, avoid them. But if you know, say, someone elderly, sorry about my dog's bell going in the background, she's jumping on the bed. Minx, hello. Oh, you're a good girl. You want to say hi? Come say hi. Look, there she is. Oh, my little girl. You're going to say hi to the people on camera? No, you're going to give me kisses. Okay. This could go on for some time. Hang on, guys. Like 10 minutes later, I'm pretty sure it's going to have to cut to. Oh, you're a good girl. I think she's in to stay. I might just have to do the rest of the video like this. I don't know where I put my notes. Help. Oh, okay, Tits, let's try and move you like this. Oh, nope, she's off. Okay, so resuming from where I got to without Titch now being on me and licking my face, bless her. She's a little angel and I love her so much. I don't know what I'd do without her. And again, like, all I can recommend if you have pets is spending time with them. They can be so healing, so calming. They love us for who we are and what we are. It doesn't matter if we fail at something. It doesn't matter if we're imperfect. They care about us, they want us to be happy. And I know my dog certainly is very affectionate, and that just means the world to me. So spend time with pets if you have them, definitely. So to carry on, with the gratitude diaries and this, try and find anything. It doesn't have to be a huge, massive, my life is great, this is perfect, this is perfect. Just find something that will lift you. It doesn't have to be huge. the small things usually are what make up our day anyway. It's not always the big things that happen once every now and then. It's the things that we do in between those events and the things that we do in day-to-day life that build up. So if you can try and find the good in your life, I guarantee you will start to feel at least a little bit positive, a little bit more hopeful, and please try it. That's all I can say. Another idea is journaling, scrapbooking, going on Pinterest, making a load of boards, anything like that. It keeps your brain going. It's really fun. I know I can personally spend hours and hours on Pinterest and it just disappears like that. So it's a great little app. Not sponsored, sadly, but hey, Pinterest, you ever see this? Hit me up. That'd be amazing. But no, seriously, just keeping your brain active in whatever way you can. Word searches, puzzles, arrow words, crosswords, word searches. I think I said word searches. Sudoku, I don't know. Whatever you want to do. Kikuro. I'm losing names now for things that I can say. Whatever you enjoy. It could be maths. It could be writing. It could be writing a short story. It could be writing your life story. You know, and I'm sure with all this happening, eventually people are going to want to know about this time. Write about it. Write your experiences. Write how you feel about it and what is happening in your life. Because somewhere someone will care about that eventually. I guarantee at some point. Another thing is maybe to read a book. If you have a book that you love and you haven't read in years, or alternatively a book you've always wanted to read and never have, make the most of it. You know, crack a book open. See where you go. It's great escapism. You get to learn about whole new worlds, whole new languages and lifestyles and cultures that you would never see in real life, even without all this going on. Make the most of the time. Try and do something positive. That's what I'm trying to say with this video. You could watch a film. You could watch a TV series. Now, personally, I'm going to rewatch Xena, Red Dwarf, and I'm thinking I'm going to replay Oblivion. Now, I did start a character called Luke Bobbins. It's always a variation on the name Luke or Bobbins for me sometimes. Sometimes Bobby, sometimes Bobbins. Don't know why, that's just the names that my brain seemed to stick to as a kid, and now every character has to have that variation in the name. It's either Luke or Bobbins for me, or Bobby. Bobby Bobbins, Luke Bobby Bobbins, Bobbin Bobbins. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm losing the plot saying Bobbins now. It doesn't even sound like a word, which it's kind of not. I guess it's a name. What the hell is going on? I'm sorry, shut me up. Find something that comforts you. That's all I can suggest. Or something that makes you feel safe, something that makes you feel happy. Don't watch things that are going to make you more fearful. Avoid, harmful news articles. They're using such emotive language to scare people. And they shouldn't be. They shouldn't be trying to scare people. They should be trying to reassure people. But they don't want to do that because that doesn't further their agenda. And I don't want to get into that in this video, but that's a whole nother shitstorm. So I'm going to find things that I used to watch and that I used to enjoy that would give me a sense of well-being or happiness or laughter or fun. Anything that is going to buoy you up a bit. Anything that might make you have a laugh. You could watch memes or PewDiePie or any YouTuber. Not any. Don't watch Logan Paul or Jake Paul, whatever you do. Just for your own sake, please. But any other YouTuber... Oh, no, not Nesian. No, not any other YouTuber, really. No, there's a lot I can name, so let's not go there. But pick a good YouTuber. Watch a good YouTuber. There's a lot of them out there. You could watch a whole new TV series with this time. You could watch a film. You could watch Lord of the Rings films in a marathon. That's like, what, 9-10 hours at least? So, do it. Find something you want to watch. Find something you've always been interested in. Thought, oh, if only I had the time to watch that. Do it. Or a game, like a game you've been wanting to play, whether a board game, a video game, anything like that. If there's something you've been wanting to do that you didn't have the time to do, make the most of this time now when you're in isolation. Make the most of when you can't be at work. And do the things that you want to do. Do the things that would make you happy. That's all I can suggest. And I know it's not as simple as like you can't go out and do the things you want to do. You can't go and socialise as much. And there's a lot of things that are off limits. I get that. But there are also a lot of things we can be doing in our own homes that will feed us, that will help us. And that's something I really want to focus on in this video, is just, finding something that's going to be positive for you. Another thing could be maybe doing some art, some crafts, some drawing, painting, anything like that. It's expressive. It gets emotion out of you. It tells a story. And also, it's just fun. Let's admit it. Like, making a mess is fun. Who doesn't like that? You could make a video. Like a video diary about the quarantine or, the whole situation. Again, there's people that will be interested in this all over the world to see what it's like in different countries for different people with different lifestyles. People are caring about other people more right now, it seems, and that's amazing. Like, this is what almost the world needs, something like this to make people band together. And it's sad that some people are abusing, say, buying things at a really cheap price and then selling it to desperate people at however much of a markup. That's not good. But there's people that are always going to take advantage of shit like this. It's as simple as that. Be good to the people you love. Be good to the people around you. Do what you can for your community if you're able. But also keep yourself safe. Look after yourself. Sorry, I just had some suggestions I wanted to do. I already talked about like fiction writing, of doing a life story. You could organise and tidy your home. You know, you could use the time to get it lovely. Do it up a bit. You know, if you've got paint a room. I don't know, whatever you want to do. Just something that will keep you busy, keep you occupied. You could learn to cook new meals with the food you have in the cupboard. You know, we're all going to have to maybe eat a little differently because the supermarket's running out of food. Try and do something new. Find something exciting that you wanted to try. Again, like use this time for something you've wanted to do. It can be a positive thing if we can use it for good. Don't worry or ruminate about the situation. I know it's so easy to do, and it really is a scary time. But really just an outlet we as individuals can do other than look after us, the people around us, and that's about all the control we have right now, which I don't like because I'm a bit of a control freak and I like things to be nice and orderly, and I want to be able to go no, yes, no. And I think a lot of us are like that, especially with mental health issues, when you can't even control your own brain at times, and it just is a battle. So we need to stay positive, we need to look after the ones we love, and we need to look after ourselves. And I think we need to be able to be willing and able to accept help, which is something I'm struggling with. Since I broke my leg, I'm pretty much incapacitated. My dad is coming to my flat every day to help me do things that I can't do, and I really don't like needing the help. I'm so grateful that he's able to be there for me and wants to be there for me, and that means everything to me. But it's hard accepting help, and I think I'm not the only one that feels that. I'm sorry, I'm tearing up, but don't be afraid to. You know, we all need help sometimes, and sometimes we just have to accept that the situation we're in isn't what we want, but we can still make the best of it, and we can still do what we can in it, and we can remain hopeful that, you know, we'll be all right, the people around us will be all right. And, you know, I like to think we're all here for a purpose, and if we're still here, we have that purpose still. So if you're around and you're watching this video, you are here for a reason. You exist for a reason. You are alive for a reason. You have been kept alive for a reason. And you have a job in this world, whatever that may be for you. And just maybe try and find your reason in life right now. Try and find what you're here for. It could be your children. It could be your partner. It could be looking after a loved one. It could be helping your neighbour that would never get help off anyone else if you didn't do it. We all have a purpose, and it could be something grand or it could be something smaller. But that is irrelevant. The fact is we live our purpose, and that's the key thing. So just, you know, I don't know. Stay strong, that's all I can say. I don't know, I'm sorry. Okay, so now we're going to move on to what my friend, the nurse, told me. This is the nurse's advice. There's 10 things that I've written down that she told me. I've added a little extra info to some things and minused a little on others, but you'll see what I mean. So let's crack on. So number 1, wash your hands regularly and thoroughly. Of course, this is a key thing to stop infection spreading or any diseases that may be on your hands or your body. If you are struggling with that, you don't have access to water regularly because say you're at work, you're going to other people's houses, there's always hand sanitizer if you can get hold of some, hand wipes, even toilet wipes for your hands would do. Anything antibacterial and antiseptic will help. Just be aware of that and try and keep yourself clean as much as possible. Number 2 is to avoid large events. I guess that's self-explanatory. Lots of people means more chance of infection or risk of contagion. Number 3, drink plenty of water. That's an obvious one. Number 4, eat healthily and as much as possible, eat good things for your body. We all need slightly different things for our body to run healthier. We all have certain deficits and we all have certain things that we have more of. Just try and be aware of what your body needs. If you're tired, rest. If you need food, eat. Like, look after yourself. Number 5 is vitamins and supplements. They can help, especially if you can't get outside. Vitamin D supplements would be a great help with that. Number 6 is to use a tissue if you sneeze or you cough, and then safely dispose of that tissue and wash your hands and your face if possible. If you have a cough or temperature, stay inside for 2 weeks. Don't go near anyone else. Do as much as possible to not pass that potentially onto someone. And it's also keeping you safe as well from getting anything extra that may knock your immune system, that would make you more susceptible to getting the virus. Number 8. Number 8. Avoid ibuprofen and take paracetamol if possible. if you need anything like that. I don't know why to avoid ibuprofen, but there's a reason for it apparently. I'm not a nurse, but she is. She knows what she's on about. Keep your community looked after. Look after the people around you. Look after the people you care about, and look after the vulnerable. And number 10, the biggest one, don't let it defeat you. Stay strong, stay positive. We're all going to get through this in some way or another. It might be scary, and people around us may get ill, we may get ill, and it may not go very well. I can't like give any false reassurance in that regard. But at the same time, I can guarantee you that if you're here, it's for a purpose, you have a reason, you are loved, you are cared about. There are people who want you to be happy. Whether you can see them in your life or not, I guarantee that there is someone in your life that loves you or cares about you and wants the best for you. And I think that's really important to remember in a time like this, when it's kind of a bit either banding together or being so far apart that we're on opposition. Be gentle with yourself, be gentle with others, and just try and stay positive. And the key thing I want to come out of this video is that we can use the time that we now have. If you're in quarantine or you're in isolation or you're just not risking going out, use the time positively. We can do this, like we can do it. We've got through worse. Okay, outro, because the last one went terribly wrong and I rambled on for too long. So stay positive, stay safe, look after yourself, look after the ones you love, look after the people around you, and try and stay positive. We can use this time to be better than we were before. We can use this time to grow. We can use this time to get a new skill or a new life hobby, something that will benefit us, benefit the people around us, benefit our lives. It's possible. We can do it. We can do it. And I guarantee you, you are here for a reason. If you are here for a purpose, and you have that reason to live for. So fight, look after yourself, and stay strong, guys. Stay cool, stay safe. Peace.